Hi, Red Heifer here. Today I'm going to be talking about the story that has happened to me quite a couple of years ago, and many of my friends enjoy this story, including me, and it was kind of a scary but funny experience to me. Let's get right into it. So, I used to work at this place called Scott's Dairy Freeze back 2 to 3 years ago, I'd say. Right now I am 19. At the time I was 16, between 17, I'd say, and I didn't have my driver's license at the time, so I would have to choose to walk to work or have someone drive me most of the time. But I normally walk to work. But while walking to work, I would have to take these two paths to work. The first path would be the main road to work. And there's a lot of business, a lot of people driving, a lot of people walking around there. Many people like walking around this area that I used to live at. And then there's the second path, which is this trail behind my house, which many people also walk on that trail, but at the time of this story, not many people were walking on this trail, I'd say. So at the time, I was walking home from work. I didn't mention this, but I also walk home and take these two paths also. And it really depends on my mood when I want to take these paths, because if I take the main road, I honestly just want to get home from work as fast or go to work as fast as can. But if I take the back path, like the trail, I'm like a thinker. I like thinking about life. I like looking at all the nature around me. It gets my mind wandering. So I took that path during that day. So while taking that path, I was walking home, minding my business. I probably had earbuds in my ears, couldn't really hear that much going on while just walking down this path thinking about life. And then I had the urge to, I think I just wasn't feeling well all of a sudden. So I had to think of something really quick, or I had to figure out a way how to get home as fast as I can. And I remembered there's these little trails off the main trail. And mind you, there's no one else on this trail. So while walking down this trail, picking up the pace to get home a little bit faster, I was just walking, and then I saw this one trail that I never seen before, or I don't remember the path or where this trail went, so I took that path instead, and I thought that would get me home a lot faster. Mind you, I had no knowledge of this trail. So while taking this trail, this off trail I'd say, from the main trail, I was trying to find the cemetery. There's a cemetery next to my house. Everyone knows that there's a cemetery next to it. So I was trying to find the cemetery, because the cemetery, most of the trails on that trail, I'd say, led to that cemetery. Now I thought that trail would lead me there. So I took that trail thinking that it would take me there. And instead, it took me to this one weird place, which I did not know where I was at. So I got kind of a little bit of lost there. And then while I was lost, I found this tent in the middle of this trail, or of the side trail, I'd say. And I made the biggest mistake of saying one thing: hello? And I was like, bro, did I really just say hello in the middle of the woods where no one can see me, where I could definitely die or something? Or maybe this is a killer that I'm literally talking to. But that wasn't the case. So when I said hello earlier, I expected someone to come out of the tent and pop up or do something, but nothing happened. So I made the biggest dumb idea ever again and walk closer to the tent. Mind you, closer to the tent for some reason. I don't know why I walked closer. I'm like that white chick in a horror movie that makes dumb mistakes. Why am I walking closer to the tent? So as I'm walking closer to the tent, I start hearing this old, I would say, like middle-aged old man. I don't know his age. He sounded middle-aged, but later in the story, he was a little bit older, as I expected. But while I got closer, I heard this middle-aged man and he was kind of groaning and stuff, and I was like, what is going on? So I was kind of curious. I was like, does this man need help or anything? So I actually opened the tent. And as I open the tent, I come face to face with this old guy, I'd say, around his 30s, 40s, with this big beard, maybe bloodshot eyes. I don't know what he was on, but me and him are staring soul to soul together, and I dipped. I instantly backed off. I fell over, and he starts coming out of the tent. And as he's coming out of the tent, I see this broken bottle in his hand. I don't know what bottle it was, but it was like a broken beer bottle coming out of his hand, or out of his hands, not coming out of his hands. It was just a broken beer bottle, and he started just coming at me, like charging. He wasn't running, but he was kind of fast walking. And I have to try to get back on my knees and figure out my way how to get out of there. And while I'm trying to figure out my way how to get out of there, he is yelling out this, like, I don't know what he's yelling, but it was very, very weird. Like, it was very incoherent. Like, I didn't know what language he was speaking. I don't know if he was even speaking a language. He was just saying stuff. And then I was just like, bro, this dude is a freak. I need to get out of here. So I got to my knees, and I'm trying to get out of here. Trying to find my way out of wherever I'm at the moment. And I finally found where I'm supposed to go, and I'm trying to bolt my way out of here. I'm bolting, and he is also bolting behind me, and I'm just running for my life, and he is still saying stuff in this weird language to me that I don't understand, and I'm yelling out, I'm sorry, I didn't know where I was, and he does not care. And then while I'm running for my life at the moment, he is starting to throw stuff at me. First he throws a bottle at me, then he throws like this little stick that's like sharp as heck, that I knew it was sharp because I looked behind me, and there's this like it's kind of like a little tiny spear he made, and he threw that. It wasn't sharp enough to like stab me or anything, but I looked behind me and saw what he threw. It was like this little tiny spear. But the bottle that he threw earlier, it apparently shattered, and actually a part of it cut my leg. Because I was wearing shorts at the time. It was summertime, so I was wearing shorts, so my leg got cut. But it wasn't a bad cut, but it still got cut pretty badly. But while I was still running, I was kind of bleeding a bit, and he's still chasing me. But I finally found the exit out of there. Like, I found the main trail, and I thought I was still safe on the main trail. Nah, he's still chasing me. But there's no one in sight. So I'm charging, I'm running away. He's still charging at me. And once I get to the end of the trail where like the main road is, because the trail goes to this like other main road where people can see you, I look behind me and he's gone. Like he completely vanished, like nowhere in sight, and I was like really confused. And then I was just sitting there like, did I just get chased by a ghost or anything? And then I kind of backtracked myself to see if he walked off or anything. And I saw where he walked off to. He kind of stopped halfway down the trail. I think I thought he was still chasing me, but he stopped and walked back, or ran back, or I wasn't paying attention because I was looking one direction. And I saw where his tracks ended, and he just turned around and walked back. And I was following his tracks where he walked back, and he walked back to the same place where we came out from. And I think I did see him walk back to his tent, but I did not want to go near him, so I just walked away. I fast walked away before he saw me. And I got home, and I patched up my leg after it getting cut. And I came there a couple of days later to see if he was still there. So I went on the main trail, and then I took that side path where I saw him last, and I walked up the trail to see if his tent was there, and his tent was gone. nowhere in sight. So basically, the moral of the story is, do not go on random trails that you don't know where they lead. If you don't know where they lead, don't go on them, because you might bump into danger, or might just find something awesome. But for me, I didn't find anything awesome. But in the end, I survived. I hope that man's doing well in life. I hope he gets the help he needs, honestly. And I laugh this off with my friends to this day. They think it's funny. I think it's somewhat funny, but it's not really that funny to me now, the more I think of it and try to explain it more in detail. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, or if you like me just telling stories. Honestly, I kind of want to do this more, just talk about stories that I went through, or maybe even you guys went through. Like, just send me something that you want me to, like, just share with anyone. It'd be kind of fun to do. I kind of like doing this. I want to do this more. But also, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.